Hey guys, it's Nick here, back with another Nick's Nintendo News update. Now this isn't really the news article I wanted to tell you about, which is my review of the Nintendo Switch. This is actually me cracking the case of the Nintendo Switch, and I don't mean that as in like a spy novel or anything like that. I mean the actual literal case of the Nintendo Switch being cracked. The reason I'm talking about this is 17 days ago, beginning of the month, on Reddit, a user by the name of Chiablo posted this article. I treat my Switch like a princess, never been dropped or abused in any way. This morning I noticed a small crack on the upper right hand corner on the back of my Switch. Someone else posted the same crack on here earlier, but I couldn't find the post. They had theorized that the screw was over tightened during manufacturing, putting stress on the enclosure. I think that this is the case. I don't think they intended a pun in there. And I wonder if this is a widespread issue or not. And then what follows this is 374 comments, so it may be a slightly wider issue than anyone had thought when this was posted. And the main reason that I was looking this up is because I have a crack in my case! So I was playing this over the weekend, which was Easter just gone by, and as I was running my finger along the volume button, I felt the slightest little burr right here, which I'll post pictures of later, and it was just that, it was like a nightmare finding that. So much earlier, when I first got the Switch and I was playing it, I did notice at one point that there was a little like a hair of plastic right on the edge here where the top piece meets the back casing, and I plucked that away. It's about a centimetre long and about a millimetre wide. And I was okay with that. I freaked out a little bit, but I was alright with that. This crack, this crack is a bit more worrying. So it just runs along here from where the power button is towards the screw mount there, and then beyond. So there's many people on here who are talking about having the same thing. There are more morbid posts of photos where the cracks actually come out, and yeah, it's worrying. To say the least. There are people here who are saying that they're going to wait for Nintendo or even a third party to release a new back piece that you can just purchase and mount, and then problem solved, right? I'd like to think so, but when I fix something, I try and make it not break the same way again. And my feeling is that getting another backing plate and putting it on there, even if you're reducing the stress on the screw, that's not going to fix the problem. The problem is that something's happening with this unit that isn't meant to happen. And so what could that be? A lot of people are saying that it's the heating system, just, heating up, expanding the plastic slightly too tight, and then pop, it cracks. And other people have shown photos where they've used the kickstand and they've formed a hairline crack here where the stress is from the kickstand pin. So, I mean, it could just be poor quality plastic, but it doesn't feel like it's very poor quality plastic. There is some substantial stress happening here and here for these cracks to appear. I didn't mean to rhyme that. So, looking inside the Nintendo Switch, there's a metal plate behind here which could heat up, right? But the actual heating pipe comes down here. This whole area is taken up by the battery. So the probably likely thing is that the battery is heating up and it's causing this plastic to expand, and that's what's causing the crack, which isn't ideal at all. The other option, or the other possibility perhaps, is that when the Joy-Con is there on the left, the infamous left-hand Joy-Con, that the stress when you're holding it or playing it, if you're taking your hand away to get an amiibo or whatever, that's causing some sort of stress that's causing that crack. But I don't think that is the case because it's not happening on this side. So I really am at a loss as to why that would be happening. So what I propose to do about this is I'm actually going to write to Nintendo. I'm going to go through whatever their policy or process is for raising a ticket or an issue with an item. I'm going to post it all here for you, and I'm going to let you see what that process is like so that you can follow my journey. If you're experiencing the same thing, you can do it as well. One thing I should probably mention is throughout this whole article on Reddit, everyone is posting about the serial number that they had that's having the issue. So I believe during the launch there were two serial number types. The serial number types were XAW1 and XAW7. They've since released an XAW4, I believe, and other ones as well which haven't been mentioned in here, but the issue seems to appear mostly with the XAW7s, and that's what my one is. It's an XAW7, the XAW1s. There are a number of people who also had the issue there, so it doesn't seem like it's one bad batch. It seems like there's potentially some other underlying issue here, so we've got to figure out what this is and get to the bottom of it. So my ideal outcomes from this, or I can foresee 3 outcomes, which will be from best to worst. So best ideal outcome for me is that I get to keep the Switch here with me, keep playing it, and that Nintendo recognizes that there is an issue and that they believe I'm a competent person with technology and they send me a new backplate of maybe even of better quality so that this issue doesn't arise, like maybe an aluminium one or something along those lines. And I mount it successfully on the back, discard this one, and I keep playing Zelda. The other options are that they see that there's a problem, they admit it, and they tell me to send this back to them. That's not ideal for me because I can't just drop this off at them at their shop. I live in New Zealand, Nintendo Australia is the closest outlet, and I'd have to post it across to Sydney, and I'd have to send this little baby away on a ship, which I don't really want to do. I don't want to be parted from this. And the other option, which is option 3, is that Nintendo deny any issue with this crack, or say that I've sustained damage to it myself, which I just don't do. And that they say it's fine as it is, it's still functioning as a game console, it's still portable, it's still what we sold you, which would not be an ideal outcome. So we'll see how this goes. I want to keep you guys posted. If you want to keep updated, click subscribe, follow me on this journey, and hopefully we can find an ideal outcome for everybody that means that we get to keep playing these great games that are coming up, and that this system isn't compromised in any way that will affect us doing that in the future. Alright, so that's all for this update. I'll probably have another one in a week or so when I foresee Nintendo replying to me, and I'll let you know once that happens what the outcome is. So this could only be one more episode, or it could be several. You'll have to follow me to find out. Alright, thanks guys. Cheers for watching.